Someone please just call a barber for me because shit's getting crazy. So, besides that, I wanted to talk to you guys about temptations, about resentment, about sins, essentially, when it comes down to the name and the word of God. Because temptations are everywhere, even in the moments or even in the things where you would say, it might actually benefit me in the future. To put it into perspective, life experience I experienced over the past few days, it's not the reason why I haven't uploaded consistently. That's for other reasons. I'm just very busy at the moment. Busy doing nothing. I think it is the reason why I haven't uploaded. You know, at the end of the day, you're only lying to yourself, Eddie. So yeah, you better just be honest. But essentially, right, temptation. It's a interesting topic. A lot of people don't dare to talk about it. Let's see if we can figure something out with the phone situation. Does that work? It's not super stable. I'm not dressed this yet. Give me a second. I hope it works. So essentially, temptation, it's a very difficult topic to obviously talk about because it mainly gets into, lust, into things with the other gender essentially. So what I've done the past few days, I've sort of like discovered a new meta, is how I called it, to, I wanted to talk to more girls. So I just went onto Threads and just hit up a lot of girls on there because, I thought it would be good for experience, talking with girls, being able to flirt with them, being very direct, testing how girls reply, sort of like testing how good I actually am in terms of, sort of convincing a woman to do certain things, and just sort of reading the psychology behind why she does what she does and that kind of stuff. I'm quite good at it. I know how to, flirt and sort of not even manipulate, but just like being able to read her mind and being able to say things that she wants to hear. Essentially, I believe I'm very good at that actually. But it's just a cope at the end of the day. Because I was watching a video from Philip Anthony Mitchell this morning. And, things escalated. That's why I watched the video. Things escalated with a girl. She ended up like very fucking horny. Like she even sent some crazy shit. You probably know what I'm talking about. And I just felt the guilt coming from it. I just felt so guilty because deep down from the bottom of my heart, while also we're carrying this chain with me every single day, I just knew it wasn't the right thing to do. I just knew it wasn't the right thing to do, to receive these pictures from girls, and listen, I didn't even force them to. She actually just sent it over without any of my consent. If she's over 18, it could be harassment essentially because I'm under 18. I think she actually is over 18. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a learning lesson. Everything is a learning lesson. God gives you test, because there was a voice in my head that told me, hey, you gotta talk with more girls, bro. Like, that gets your experience up. You gotta make sure you're able to flirt with women very effectively. Oh yeah, bro, just do that in fucking real life, not over some chat. Like, she ended up really talking in details about what she wanted to do with me. Also begging for a picture of my, my thing. Of course, I didn't send any pictures. I just tried to like de-escalate the situation because she was being very, very horny essentially, and that's absolutely crazy. A lot of guys might be in the stage of, oh, I would love a girl to love me and just think I'm actually absolutely gorgeous. Like, she told me she touched herself on my pictures. Like, it's so fucking crazy, and this is all because I knew what I wanted. And when you know what you want in life, things are just going to unfold its way into you receiving the things you want in life. Because at the end of the day, it starts from within. So if you have the inner thought of, okay, I want to talk with more girls, I want to talk dirty with them, it's going to happen because you just put your work towards where your mind is. If your mind is in business, you're going to work on your business. If your mind is in temptation and in lust and in talking with girls, you're going to talk with more girls and get the end result that you have in mind. So everything aligns in the chain of work, in the chain of the body and the human endeavor, essentially. Everything is created to link up with each other, to be able to connect with each other, essentially. Everything connects with each other. You got to understand that. Everything starts from within, from the mind, transfers into the body. It's mind, thoughts, emotions, then actions, and then also the result that comes from the actions. So that's that. But that's a bit about lust. Like, at the end of the day, it's cool to here and there talk with girls over chat or over phone, but always be aware. Always be aware of temptations. Always be aware of when you have to de-escalate situations because things are just not getting any normal. Always make sure that you listen to your heart, and maybe not even listen to your heart, indirectly listen to your heart, because your heart is in Jesus Christ. So you really got to be able to find that inner alignment with yourself. Find that inner alignment, like do what feels right. Because when I was just talking to her and I just got this fucking picture of her, it just didn't feel right, man. Like, she wanted to see my dick. She wanted to sit on my fucking face. Like, I'm lucky that she doesn't live near me. She lives, I don't even know where she is from. But like, things are very fucking crazy in this world. There are actually people who just genuinely don't do anything with their lives besides talking with guys online and touching themselves. Like, I realized that as well. Like, there are girls, like, if you want to live a very lustful life and if you want to have a lot of casual sex with girls, you can find them easily. Like, it's just whatever you put your mind to. Again, coming back to that topic, whatever you put your mind to, it's going to happen eventually. But yeah, it's a difficult topic for me to talk about because it's something I've struggled with a lot in the past, especially with, pornography and just like the, masturbation in general. And it's something that till this day, obviously, is still in the back of my mind. But at the end of the day, this thing really made me less into that space. Like, obviously, the journey still continues and I'm far from perfect in every single aspect, but I believe that everything just comes with intent. Everything comes for a reason, and if you're willing to work hard for the specific reasons that you're alive for, then things are just going to make sense. So that's a bit of that. Besides that, this is the business channel, isn't it? We should be talking about business. Well, nothing really changed, guys. At the end of the day, just wrote some blogs again. 5 blogs over the past 2 days. What else? Had a driving lesson yesterday. It was Mother's Day yesterday. We're actually live on ChatGPT and Copilot in terms of the agentic storefronts that are active. So that means AI. If you search up anything in terms of minimalist Japanese t-shirt, you're able to find IQ clothing. So we're doing a bit more in terms of SEO being searched, being looked up. We actually had a abandoned checkout Friday from not my father, not my friends, not anyone I know, from just a general random guy. First ever abandoned checkout. That means that there is a very low significant amount of traffic driving to the website. Not as much as I want to, obviously. So we might have to change the messaging though. Like, I'm just really deeply thinking, how can we get this first sale in the door? Well, it would probably be by broadening the niche. And this is a very interesting topic. Like, I was in the coaching space, the info space, the guru space, essentially, as people like to call it. And everyone told me to niche down. Make sure you're very specific on who you're selling to. Make sure that, people can feel and hear your marketing message very clearly because you're speaking to one direct person. Well, no, I don't think that's the case. I think it's the case that the broader your audience is, the better you're going to be able to get sales. Because at the end of the day, hey, listen, first of all, I was a streetwear brand for men between the age of 16 to 35 who are in love with Japanese art, who are disciplined, who go to the gym, who are entrepreneurs. That was the first niche. Then I dove more into just Japanese streetwear But now I'm just more into, well, that's what I'm figuring out. Like, how can I go more into the space of just streetwear in general, and how can I make my marketing message broader to broader audiences? Because I just lowered my prices as well. You can buy it, by the way, if you want. IQ-clothing.com. Buy my fucking course. But I lowered my prices for a specific reason, because it was too expensive, and now I just have a 30% margin on every single product, just for transparency, including or excluding shipping. I don't even know, who cares, because I just want to get the first few sales in the door, because once you get more sales in the door, people are going to wear the brand, and people are going to, you know, brand awareness essentially. So that's that. Very cool, very instant. So yeah, something I haven't really been doing for the past few weeks essentially is this. I miss this, bro. The bow stuff. Kung Fu bow stuff. We actually ripped, by the way. I mean, that's what the girl told me as well, bro. Temptations. Oh, wow, this has been a long time ago, bro. Gotta be able to focus again. Feels good to be back. It feels very good to be back, guys. Just being back on the journey, back on the grind. I think I showed you this t-shirt. I think I did in previous episode. It was like no, the IQ t-shirt. It's good though. I love it. Like it's very nice and tight on the sleeves, on the arms, and on the chest as well. And it's not oversized. But I've always been very uncomfortable wearing back designs. Like I don't know, for some reason I'm not the guy that likes to wear back designs. But besides that, nothing much going on. Oh, we're back in the gym, guys. By the way, we're taking protein shakes again. We're taking the creatine again. I even got fucking pills. I think I showed it earlier in the earlier vlog. But we're so back in the game, guys. Like, I just want to get bigger. Yeah, I just want to get bigger, be more able to move quickly and that kind of stuff. So we're back taking this pill. See you next one. Adios, guys.